Hi there. Welcome to KwikTactiX. In this tutorial, you will learn how to export your session planner designs to your image libraries. But first, let's go through the different types of image libraries available. An image library is where you store all your image files and is effectively your top-level image work folder. Everyone gets their own personal image work folders, no matter what version you have. If you are using KwikTactiX Personal Edition, then your image work folder is on your personal QuickDrive. If you are using the Academy Edition, then your image work folder is on your Academy home drive. You also have access to the Academy image work folder, which is a top-level shared folder that everyone in the Academy has access to. The applications that use your image work folders are Session Planner, Image Manager and Session Manager. We recommend you check out the Work Folders tutorial to learn more about the 4 types of work folders you have. Okay, for the purpose of this tutorial, we will just be focusing on exporting your Session Planner creations to your image library. So go ahead and launch your Session Planner, if it's not already open. Whatever you have on your Session Planner canvas can be exported to a JPEG or PNG image on your library. You can export the full canvas image or the current view. When you load a PNG background, then you can export the image as a PNG. Otherwise, by default, everything is exported as a JPEG. There are 2 ways to export images from your canvas. These are Export View and Export Full Slide. When you export the view, whatever you currently see on the canvas will be exported to an image. And when you export the full slide, then whatever is on the slide is exported. As an example, if we open a HD background and zoom into an area with the zoom tool. When we select Export View, the zoomed in view is exported. And if we export the full slide, no matter if we are zoomed into an area, then the whole slide is exported. Let's go ahead and export some images and check out the options that the exporter tool gives us. First, you need to either open an existing project or add some markers and lines to the canvas so we have something to export. For this tutorial, I will just open an existing project. When you're ready to export an image, click File and select Export Full Slide, or you can use the keyboard shortcut by holding Shift and pressing F. The exporter window will now open and render your image. Notice that the full image is generated. Click Close and close the exporter. Now let's zoom into an area on the canvas. Click the Zoom function button a few times. Then select the Pan tool to pan around the canvas. Get an area and view that we want to export as an image. Now click File and select Export View or hold Shift and press E. With Export View, notice that the image exported is the actual image you see on the canvas. Now click Close. Let's export the full slide now by clicking File on the top menu and selecting Export Full Slide. Or if you're a keyboard person, hold Shift and press F. When the exporter generates the image, notice that it exports the full slide, not the view we have on the canvas. As you see, Export View and Export Full Slide generates different images. Now let's look at some of the options we have with the exporter tool. Notice on the top right, you have Mode and Format. Mode is the image mode, and Format is the image format. The default mode is Web, which generates the image in full color, so it's perfect for web pages and session plans. The other mode available is Print Mode. Print Mode makes the background lighter, but keeps the characters at full color, which makes the image perfect for printing, as it uses less color ink. Let's regenerate the image in Print Mode. Click Set Print Mode button at the bottom left of the exporter window. You will now see the image get regenerated. When the image is rendered, notice how the background is much lighter, but the markers and lines are full color. Also notice that the mode has changed, and the Print Mode button is now called Set Web Mode, which reverts the image back to normal. Next we have Save to Dropbox, which allows you to save the image directly to your Dropbox folder. When you click Save to Dropbox, you will need to log in, after which, you can select your Dropbox folder, where you want to save the image to. The last function we have is Save to Library, which allows you to save the image directly into the image libraries where you have write access. Go ahead and click Save to Library to open your library window. Now you can navigate your image libraries and select where you want to save the image to. You can also create new subfolders if you need to, by right-clicking a folder and select New Subfolder. Click the Save to Image text box and type Export Tutorial Image 1. Then click Save. The image will now be saved to your library, which we'll look at shortly. The last thing I want to go through with the exporter tool is the PNG support. As I mentioned earlier, the default image type is JPEG, which saves the image as it is seen on the canvas. When you load a PNG background that is transparent, then you get a new function button on the exporter window called Convert to PNG, which allows you to generate the image as a PNG image, and as a result, you keep the transparency of the image. Let's go ahead and load a PNG image into our session planner. By default, all our canvases are JPEG format, which means you will have to upload a PNG background if you want to go through this example with me. Otherwise, watch what I do, and you will get an understanding about converting images to PNG if you ever need to do it. First, I'm going to upload a sample PNG image I created earlier, which has a transparent background. So I open my Canvas Manager, and upload the PNG file to my Custom Canvases folder. Next I need to open the new background image on my session planner, or I can replace the current slide canvas that is currently set. When you replace a slide canvas, it just replaces the existing background but keeps all your layers intact. For this example, I'm going to just replace my background image. I select Edit from the top menu and click Replace Slide Canvas, which opens my Canvas Manager. I then select the PNG canvas I uploaded and click Load Canvas. You will now see that the canvas background is replaced and the existing drawing is kept intact. Now, I'm going to export the image like before. So I click File and select Export Full Slide. When the exporter window opens and the new image is generated, notice I have a new function button called Convert to PNG. If I drag the current image generated, you will see it has a white background because it is in JPEG format. Now watch what happens when I convert it to PNG. The image gets regenerated and the format changes to PNG. Also notice that the Convert to PNG button is now called Convert to JPEG. This allows me to convert back to JPEG if I need to. When the image is generated, notice that when I drag the image, it has a transparent background. I'll save the image to my library so I can use it later. I can also, if needed, just right-click the image and save it directly to my device. Okay, now we've converted the image to PNG. Let's look at them using our Library Manager tool. Close down the session planner and open the Library Manager app. Once it opens, we can simply go to the folder we created for our custom images. Navigate the folder structure by clicking the arrow button on the side of the folder name. Then when we locate the Custom Canvases folder, simply click it to view the images. First, let's open the JPEG image we exported. Notice it is the full slide. Now close that image and open the PNG image. Notice that the background is transparent. No matter what image format we use, we can add them to our session plans and load them back onto the session planner as a canvas. The Library Manager also has its own editing features, which allows you to crop and alter any of the images in your library. To learn more about the image library, I recommend you take a look at the image library tutorial. That's it. You should now have a good understanding how the session planner can export images and convert them. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.